All right, ladies and gentlemen, Melina's looking bold, darlings. She is looking great. Look at these shoes, everyone. Oh my goodness, I almost tripped, darlings. Now, I know you guys see me fall too many times, but I made 31,000 videos and I've only fallen twice. All right, which it probably won't happen again. I'm more careful now. I won't read any messages while I'm while I'm performing until after I perform because I don't want to fall. And that was terrible. That my comment was so terrible. I'm like, oh my god, like holy, you're rude. Like my goodness. But I understand where it's coming from because he wanted to do that 10% deal. I'm glad I didn't fall for that. But who would? Like, but the thing is, people fall for scams all the time. Unfortunately, like if you live in Canada and the U.S., there are a bunch of scams. And it's sad, a lot of people fall for them. Of course, you can call the police and get it rectified, but like really, I mean, sometimes you're just like, why does it even exist? You're just like, why are there so many? Like it's sad. Like I personally don't like to deal with scams. Like why would I want to deal with the scam guys? But I don't fall for scams. But I'm like, oh my god, like it was terrible. I'm like I'm like, why would you try to give someone that message so that they would go for a 10%? It just doesn't make any sense. But there are people that fall for that. Like, I've seen somebody, they were so good, they had a really great song. It was called Set Myself on Fire. It was metaphorical, obviously. And it was a really good song, and this girl doesn't have the song up anymore. I don't see. Maybe she sells it in the CD store, but I don't see it anywhere on YouTube. And I'm like, she was so good. She was really really good. So I'm like, where did this song go? But at the end of the day, maybe she was tricked by someone. Someone might have said, "Oh, that song is no good" or something. Don't put it on YouTube. It's sad. Like even Alyssa Milano, like she got that comment from Jelly Bean, I think his name was, or Jelly B, Jelly B or Jelly Bean. She got that comment and she really reacted badly, and she thought, because this guy's like, you're a washed-up actress, and people that are haters say these things all the time. Like that's just how they are. They just always say stuff like that. And to do two shows, you're not gonna be a washed-up actress. Like that doesn't make any sense. If you're doing two shows, you're definitely not a washed-up actress. That doesn't, like most people don't even do one show, and if you do one show, it may not necessarily be that great of a hit. But to do two shows and to have a gorgeous look that you can totally do another show right away, anytime soon, that just puts you on the map for another show. Like it's not. There's some people that look terrible now. Not terrible. I wouldn't say that. But some people that don't look as good, and so when they do their shows, maybe they had two hit shows from before, and they just don't have the look anymore of that Hollywood wants for the shows that they do. I'm not sure what show they're doing and what type of look they're looking for that person, but maybe they don't have that look anymore. So they just um, like if they don't do those two shows anymore, and they don't have that look anymore, then yes, technically they might be washed up, but I wouldn't call them that because I'm nice. But maybe somebody else would say, yeah, you're not able to do another show. You're not Hollywood material. Goodbye. Maybe they'd say that, right? But I mean, for the most part, Alyssa Milano looks like she did when she was in Charmed, and that was a gorgeous, gorgeous look. Like she was so cute in that movie, in that show. So and when you do TikTok and you do YouTube, a lot of people that do regular shows or do crazy good shows, they may not sound as good when they're doing their TikTok videos or they're doing their YouTube videos because that's just how it rolls, right, guys? Like Jessica Alba, for instance, too. Like she's been called washed up too. But Jessica Alba looks great. I mean, she did something right now that was a hit show or a hit movie, she could easily do that because she looks really, really good still. And she's got her own makeup line, so she's obviously going to do something with that. And she's going to be famous off that. So, does she really need to act again? Has she done enough movies that were really good? Yes, of course. Maybe her camera angle isn't as good, but she's still a very pretty girl. She doesn't look bad at all. So, I just find that I did find that their TikTok and YouTube videos weren't that great, in my opinion. But it was only because they weren't doing their roles where they have all these crazy lines that are so good and they're so clever and quick witted, or being really beautiful and being flirtatious on a set. Some people are not made for TikTok and YouTube only because they've done so many other things that they belong better suited in a role where they have more lines and more production and stuff like that, and more on a set. Like Alyssa Milano, when you see her perform in a show, she's so cute and she's so pretty, and her lines are just so great that you're just like, okay, like it's just like, of course you're just gonna be like in love with her character, and you're not gonna question whether she's good or not. But when she does TikTok and she's talking about how someone says she's washed up, of course she's not gonna sound as good, only because most Hollywood celebrities never talk about being told they're washed up, and no one would even think twice about Alyssa. I mean, yes, Alyssa Milano hasn't done something for a bit, but it hasn't been that long. I'm pretty sure Charmed has been around like recently enough. It wasn't like that long ago that she did Charmed. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Totally enjoyed the show. Bye, everyone.